So we have more Superman Silver Age dailies, and this is the day Superman broke the law, which ran from April 2nd, 1962 to April 28th, 1962. Story by Jerry Siegel and art by Wayne Boring, and this was adapted from a story from Superman number 153, published in May 1962, with story by Jerry Siegel and art by Al Plastino. And as far as I know, I've never read this story. I don't believe I own it. One day inside, at least the comic version, one day inside Superman's Arctic fortress of solitude. Uh-oh, there goes the emergency monitor's alarm, which warns of impending dangers. Great Scott, the monitor is signaling that a peril will soon strike the town of Littledale. Must speed there at once to prevent the catastrophe. An emergency monitor indicated the danger may strike this town at any moment. Rather than warn the people and start a panic, I'll simply pretend I'm here on a short visit. Seconds later. Gee, look, it's Superman. Wow, this is the most exciting thing that's happened to Littledale in the last 50 years. I wonder what happened 50 years ago. Welcome to Littledale, Superman. I'm Sheriff Todd, and this is Councilman Finch. This is quite an honor, Superman. You intend to stay very long? Littledale reminds me so much of the town where I spent my childhood. Smallville. I think I'll relax here for a while. Glad to have you. This is bad. I'd better warn the gang about this unexpected development immediately. The townsfolk don't suspect this old blacksmith shop serves as a gang's secret hideout, and that I, Councilman Finch, am a member of that gang. What? Superman's here in Littledale? He could wreck our plans. We got to get out of town. Calm down, Slick. Stop worrying. I've already figured out how to handle the muscle-bound Budinsky. I'm going to fix Superman so he won't be able to touch us until we've pulled our big job. Later, as the crooked politician joins the honest sheriff in showing Superman around town. Oop, a stampeding elephant. Where'd he come from? It must have escaped from the circus train parked at the railroad siding. It'll be atop that child in a second. Sighting a child menaced by a stampeding elephant, Superman takes off so fast he breaks the sound barrier. Boom! A split second later. Now to carry this elephant back to the circus train. Thunk. But when Superman returns swiftly, Sheriff, arrest that man. Huh? I don't get it. This doesn't make sense, Councilman Finch. I saved a child from being crushed by a stampeding elephant, and now you want to arrest me for it? Saving the child was laudable, but when Superman broke the sound barrier while flying at super speed, he created a terrific din. He ignored this quiet zone sign. But he had to go that fast to save the child's life. True, but he broke the law. Sheriff, do your duty. I'm sorry, Superman. Soon in a Littledale courtroom. Superman, I must find you guilty as charged. But since this is your first offense, happily I can suspend sentence. Thank you, Your Honor. Shortly after. Superman, I hope you'll understand that the law must be upheld and... Hold it, Councilman. That bridge, it's collapsing and cars are about to drive on it. The bridge is collapsing. Nobody drive on it until I fix it. Superman. Like a modern titan, Superman props the collapsing bridge on his shoulders. Now, with my heat vision, I'll melt that girder while it's cracking. Did the councilman make the bridge collapse? The instant the molten steel flows, Superman moves at super speed, and now with my bare hands I'll reshape the molten steel, and with my super breath cool off the steel so that the girders are repaired and no longer damaged. I can't figure out if Finch is actually creating these problems. You can continue driving now, motorists. I've completely repaired the bridge. Hooray for Superman. He's terrific. Good work, Superman. Wait, even though Superman averted the danger, still he broke the law that states nobody but an officer may hold up traffic. Sheriff, I must ask you to arrest him for blocking traffic. What? Oh, no, not again. Again, Superman finds himself before the unhappy judge. Superman, I'm afraid I must fine you $50 or 5 days in jail. But, Your Honor, I don't have that much money, so I guess you'll have to jail me until I notify my friends in Metropolis. Your Honor, I'm not going to see a great man like Superman go to jail. I'll be glad to pay his fine for him. Good. Thanks for paying the that $50 fine for me, Sheriff. Todd, I'll repay you later. I just can't figure it out. Councilman Finch has never been such a stickler for the law before. Finch is becoming a pest. If I didn't have to stick around to be ready for the danger my monitor warned me will soon strike this town, I'd leave Littledale. Suddenly another emergency. Help! The movie theater's on fire. Gosh, and the theater's filled with youngsters. The theater's on fire and it's filled with youngsters. I'll handle this. Shortly inside the theater, sight of the Man of Steel in action reassures the panic-stricken children. Look, it's Superman. We'll be all right now. Wow, this is better than seeing him in newsreels. He's beating the flames with his bare hands. I've put out the fire here in the movie theater, but the smoke may make some children ill. I'll just inhale it with one super puff and exhale it so it's released safely through the ventilation. You saw it, Sheriff. Superman deliberately though the law forbids smoking. I think it's smoking cigarettes in the movie theater. I demand his arrest. And he wasn't smoking. He was just inhaling it. Later in the Littledale courtroom. What? We're the parents of the children Superman saved in the theater fire. Judge, whatever the fine is, we'll be glad to pay it for Superman. Thanks, folks. Since I haven't much money with me, maybe you should carry some. I'll give each one of you a personal IOU for the money you're lending me. I want to help, too. I've got a quarter. Thank you. But I'm going to save this quarter as a reminder of the fine friends I've made in Littledale. Just a second, folks, while I tear this paper into small strips. Now, if you'll tell me how much money you've laid out for my fine, I'll sign an IOU for each one of us, or each one of you. Forget it. Your autograph is all the payment I'll want. Me too. See that, Sheriff? There's a law against littering the sidewalks. I order you to arrest that man. I hate to do it, but since you're making an issue out of it, I've got to. I hate to do this, Superman, because I'm one of your greatest admirers, but because you're a fourth offender, it's my sad duty to hold you in jail without bail for a trial by a jury. I finally did it. I've put Superman in jail. Ha ha. Boo. Nobody in town will ever vote for you again, Councilman Finch. The fools. After today, I won't need the job of councilman because I'll be leaving town loaded with loot. I sure hate to lock you in a cell like this, Superman. I understand, Sheriff Todd. You're doing your duty. Shortly. My X-ray vision confirms what I believed. By chance, the very danger my monitor warned me of is buried directly under my cell. The peril that menaces Littledale is a super bomb from another world. Uh-oh. My X-ray vision reveals beneath the cell's floor, a super bomb from another planet menaces Littledale. Millions of years ago, space fighters from Saturn hit it there when their rocket crashed on Earth. Our enemies from Mars must never find our super bomb, or they'll use it on our people. Do not fear. Should they discover the instant they penetrate its force screen, the bomb will explode. Great Scott! The Saturnian bomb is moving. Its clockwork is faulty and it's activated the bomb. Now that its force screen is malfunctioning, I can handle it before it detonates. Seizing the missile, Superman heaves mightily. I'll get rid of it within the law because I won't have to leave my cell to accomplish this feat. Up it goes through the wall. It made it through the hole it made in the wall. Seconds later, high in the stratosphere, it's exploding harmlessly up there, just as I calculated. Now to repair the broken cell wall. What's wrong, Sheriff Todd? You look upset. I'm going to release you into my custody because I need your help, Superman. Finch and some crooks cracked the vault containing $1 million the state gave us for a hospital. So that was Finch's game. He wanted me locked up while they pulled the robbery. Soon, that's them. Set me down and stop that car. Oops, Superman, but there's still a chance for me to get away in time. As Superman stops the getaway car, you'll get them, but not me, because I'm now over the state line. You've no jurisdiction in this state. He's right, consarn it. Because he didn't commit a federal offense, I can't legally arrest him. All I can do now is notify the proper authorities, but by that time he'll be gone. So it seems. Now that I'm perfectly safe, I'm going to let both of you in on something I've kept very secret until now, and there's nothing either of you will be able to do about it. Ha ha. I was a wanted criminal years ago, but in Littledale I changed my name, waiting for my chance for a big haul. Now a private plane will fly me to another country where plastic surgery will change my face. And then I'll live like a king. Since I'm still in sheriff's custody, I can't go after him. Wait, I'll take that quarter the little girl gave me out of my cape's pouch and super flip it at Finch. Look at this coin, Finch. See how it glitters? Keep your eyes on it. I'm wise to you. You're trying to hypnotize me into giving myself up, but I'm a dead shot. There, now that coin won't stop me. Bang! Whoop! Bad news, Finch. When you shot that quarter I flipped toward you, you committed a federal offense. You mutilated a U.S. coin, sheriff. You could take your prisoner now. So his plan was all based on Finch being a ridiculously crack shot. Later, the law judges Superman for his offenses. We, the jury, find Superman guilty of being the greatest guy in the world. Superman, I sentence you to remain in Littledale for a barbecue in your honor. Case dismissed. Meanwhile, a famous European observatory. Sacre bleu, a huge planet sheathed in ice is rushing into our solar system. It could cause another ice age if it passed near Earth. So this was a fun story. Very silly, but fun.